Hi guys. It's me. I haven't made any videos in quite some time. Um, I don't really know why, because I haven't really been doing anything besides sitting here. But haven't made any videos in a while, so we'll play a little catch up. We'll do a little vlog. Um, we had an earthquake and a hurricane within the span of a week, and that's super strange. Solely based on the fact that I live in fucking Delaware. Shit like that doesn't happen in Delaware. So it was pretty exciting. The hurricane was not even really a hurricane. By the time I got here, it was like a tropical storm at best. Like, we had power the entire time. Like, and we prepared too. Like, did the hurricane prep and everything. Got all the bottled water and made all kinds of ice and, you know, stocked up on beer and weed. Um, and and nothing fucking happened. So I was kind of bummed about that. But during the process, I did happen to read a really awesome book. It was called Heaven is for Real, and it's a book about a little boy who claims to have been to heaven. He was 3, just under 3 at the time, and he had to go in for emergency surgery, and came out over the next few years telling stories of um, heaven and meeting Jesus, and meeting people that had passed away way before he was even born, and like recognizing them in their younger state, because apparently in heaven nobody's old. Everybody's in their prime. Nobody wears glasses. um, it was a really good book. He described things in scripture that matched scripture that he clearly never read. His dad was a pastor, but his father didn't preach to him like that. He went to Sunday school, but they didn't teach 3-year-olds about the things that he talked about. So, anyways, it was a really, really, really good book, and I think everyone should read it. I actually lent it to one of my friends from class. he His name is Derek, and he's too funny. Like, just funny. He's this huge 32-year-old black man, and he's trying to get his life together, and he comes over sometimes and we'll smoke a little bit of weed and whatever. I'll take him wherever he's got to go. He's only been over twice. It's not like he comes over all the fucking time. um but he's too funny. Anyway, moral of that story is I lent the book to him, and he was sitting over over there. Well, not over there, that was the corner. He was sitting over there, and I was telling him about the book, and I handed it to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I saw about this guy on TV," because apparently, like, he watches like the 700 Club or some shit. Um, and I gave him the book, and I was like, "Yeah, no, dude, really read the back of it." And like, he wouldn't do it at first, and I'm like, "No, seriously, like, read the back. Like the back. I read the back, and the back gave me goosebumps. That's why I bought the book." So after I repeat myself a few times, he finally reads the back of the book. But the thing I'm realizing as to why he didn't want to read the back of the book was because he can't really read. Like, I'm sure he can read, but it takes him a really long time to read. Like, it took him 6 minutes to read the back of the book. And I mean, it's a book, but it's not very big. It was, like this, like a normal paperback, you know what I mean? It was only 168 pages. It wasn't a very difficult read, but I guess I just didn't really think, not everybody has good reading skills, I guess. I don't know, but it took him 6 minutes to read the back of the book, and it should have taken him 30 seconds. So I felt kind of bad. Um, he says he'll bring it back to me on Tuesday when we go to class, because we don't have class on Monday because it's whatever day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, something. I don't fucking know. Um, but yeah. So he says he's gonna give it back on Tuesday. But I don't rightly know that I'm gonna get it back on Tuesday, because if it took him that long to read the back of the book, he would have had to open that book the second he got home and just fucking read nonstop. Not slept, not taking a piss, not eating nothing. So, but anyways, I'm high. Go read the book. It's a good book. Download it on your Kindle, your Nook, whatever the case is. Um, so the hurricane was the earthquake. However, that was kind of interesting. I was in the middle of class when the earthquake happened, and I was going through a spout of MS where I was having the double vision, and I just didn't feel myself. Something always felt off, and I thought someone was just like tapping their leg real quick on the back of my chair. I'm like, who the fuck is tapping on the back of my goddamn chair? And like I turned around and kind of glanced over my shoulder, and it was two older women, not older, like like in their early 30s, but like two older women sitting behind me. Like I don't really think they're gonna be purposely obnoxious, shaking like that. And then like I started to get all disoriented, and I started to get kind of dizzy and nauseous, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then someone across the room from me had stated that they thought we were having an earthquake because the buildings that they saw out the window were shaking, were moving. And I didn't see it. I was closer to the window than they were, but again, I was just more concerned as to what the fuck was, happening. Um, so yeah, then we all had to evacuate the building for like 20 minutes, and it was just this big thing that didn't need to happen. So it was interesting. It was interesting. Um, what else has happened? I'm a Delaware resident, like officially. Like I changed my mailing address a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, probably like 3 or 4 months ago. um, but I never got a license, or my hair looks super red. Anyway, um, I had changed my mailing address, but never switched over my license or my car or anything like that. So, oh, I have an itch on my eye. Oh my god. Okay. So, I finally got my Delaware license today because I needed Delaware ID, Delaware State ID, to take my GED and my OPT, my practice test. Um, so I had to get my Delaware license, and I gotta hand it to them. Like Delaware DMV, that's where it's at. Like everything. Oh, that's my social security card. Um, everything is like so nice because I'm used to going to Island Avenue, Philly DMV. You know what I mean? And like it's all trashy and dirty, and it's just uncalled for. Um, and then you get up to the counter, and they're like, "Oh, you need to go across the street and get a money order, and then come back, and then wait again, and blah 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 blah." But anyways, you go to Delaware DMV, it's like a completely different world. There's like four buildings when you pull into the parking lot. There's like four different buildings, and there's a line, like an inspection line, like if you need to get your car inspected, which I do. Um, in January. Well, last January, I was supposed to get my car inspected. Anyways, um, yeah, no, just Delaware DMV is absolutely absurd. But I got my Delaware license, and I'm kind of upset with it. A, because it's probably one of the worst pictures ever taken of me, and they come up so close to your face with the camera. Like it's not, it's like zoomed in. It's not super close to your face, but it's like zoomed in. So it's like super strange. I'm gonna cover up on my 411 and show you. Like, what is that? And like, you're not allowed to smile. They're like, oh yeah, neutral faces only. And I'm like, like, how do I make a neutral face? And then I'm thinking about it, and I start giggling. Like, that's just, and I had to take my glasses off. Like, ugh, worst picture in the history of pictures of me. I need a cigarette. Speaking of cigarettes, someone had added me on here, and shotgun smokers, or shotgun smoke, or something like that. I don't know. There's only like a few videos on there, and please don't take offense to any of this if you happen to see it. But it's just videos of people smoking cigarettes, and I thought that was interesting. And they've left some interesting comments on my videos that I don't quite understand. Like they called me a crackhead in one and then told me I should try cocaine. So I don't know really what's going on with all that, but um they sent me a comment or something, and she, he, they, I'm not really sure, because again, I'm confused, um, want me to make a video about my smoking, about, what kind of cigarettes I smoke, and smoke a cigarette on the camera, and I'll do it. I mean, I'm cool, I can hang. So, uh, look out for that. Um, and I have a couple of I've been thinking about you guys. I've been wanting to make a video. I just haven't. Um, I've got a few video surveys to do. So I mean, depending on how I feel after this, I might do one or two or all of them. I don't know. But keep your eyes peeled, cause I'm definitely gonna be making a couple more videos here soon. Okay. See you later, alligator.